Hey guys, it's Krishanti with Krishanti.com talking about psychic development and spiritual and personal growth. And in this video, I'm going to talk about when you see signs when you're really into another person. And then everywhere you go, you see his or her name or something that he or she likes or signs about, where they're from, or it's just kind of like heightened on your radar. Like all these things keep coming at you, like synchronicities and interesting things. And maybe you see their initials everywhere and you're like, this is it. Like this person is for me. I'm seeing their stuff like everywhere in my reality. And it's such an interesting topic. It's so much fun in a way when you like someone or something's new. And then you start getting these affirmations that almost seem like from the universe telling you like, yes, this is it. This is meaningful. This is significant. And it happens to a lot of people. I can't tell you how many people have written to me and talked to me about like seeing a license plate with their name, or seeing, again, like a billboard with something, or hearing a song that they said they liked, or like all these synchronicities and coincidences when they like somebody. Now, the thing you have to be careful about with this is, yes, they do happen. Yes, they are valid. But do they mean that this person is your soulmate, or that this person really wants to be with you, or that this relationship is going to be something epic and huge? And that's where you really have to exercise caution. And I'm not saying this to get you down, but what I want to do is kind of help you to not get too excited about something, get a little too overly optimistic when it may not necessarily work out the way you're hoping it will, because of all these signs and synchronicities and things that you are seeing. And I've thought a lot about this, and one of the best metaphors I can think of is when you're shopping for a new car and you decide you like this certain car. You start to see that car everywhere, like on the freeway or parked on the street. Somebody maybe got that car. It's on your radar and you start seeing it more. A similar thing can happen when you're really interested in someone and you're thinking about them all the time. Your awareness is just heightened and you start to notice things. Now, some people might get upset about that and say like, well, actually, no, I mean, these things are like screaming out at me. And I know that what that's like they'll just like jump out at you and you're like, God, this is crazy symbolism and synchronicity. Like you can't make this up. And this has got to be more than me just being having a heightened awareness or noticing like, a black whatever car that I want to buy. And in that case, one thing to be cautious about and to think about is, are you manifesting those synchronicities into your reality? Which you very well can be. We are all powerful creators. So because we are interested in this person and they're on our mind, we can start to draw in and magnetize symbolisms and synchronicities related to that person. The thing that's so tricky is, does that mean that you're drawing that person in? Does that mean that this is going to be epic? Does that mean that you're supposed to be with each other? Not necessarily. And again, if you can draw back and just notice these things with amusement and not get caught up in a fantasy that this is meant to be, that this person is your soulmate, when they may not even know who you are or know that you're that interested or something's not quite working out. It's always best to control your emotions as much as you can and be neutral. Yes, you can be excited if things are working out and all that. And again, I got to always circle back to, I don't want you to not get excited and think like this is epic, but people tend to come to me as an intuitive when things are going south and they need reassurance and hope and help. And so I'm coming from my experience with people saying, but I see these signs everywhere and yet he doesn't talk to me, or, she tells me she's not ready for a relationship. And you know what I mean? So that's where I feel that even if you're getting all this stuff about someone, to be neutral until things evolve, and even neutral as they are evolving, will just help you to preserve your self-esteem and to remember that, you know, I don't know, it's a very tricky thing, is there's so many different circumstances that people get into, but to keep yourself like level-headed, that's the best kind of thing I'm trying to say. Because again, if you get carried away and you start fantasizing like this is it, this is meant to be, because you're seeing all these signs and you're getting all this sensory input in your reality about this person that you're thinking about a lot, you can get, you know, swept away and then lose a lot of time, like, you know, a couple of years of your life, maybe even just like all swept up with this person, when they may or may not be the best person for you to be in a relationship with. So exercise caution, and I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to think of any other way to reiterate that point, but I'll just restate the point, which is be careful and be cautious, and look at those signs with like detached amusement. And honestly, if you're getting signs about a person, you can't ignore them, and you just laugh and maybe write them down and just see what happens with that person. You can also set an intention and redirect the energy that you're magnetizing in by asking for signs from your spirit guides or your angels or the universe about you, or encouragement or something just pertaining to your own personal growth and development. And then you'll have those other things to notice and look out for, and it might divert your attention from thinking so much about the other person, whether it's a good scenario or it's not evolving into something that you were hoping it would. So that about sums it up, and I hope that makes sense. For more info on magnetizing your soulmate and other meditations and courses on psychic development and all that, check out chrisshanti.com, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.